Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome. You can see all my supplies are a mess on the side of the room. Oh my goodness. You can see all my supplies that need to be organized. I'm also using a different camera, so apologize if the quality is not exactly the same. I'm going to give a few seconds for hop-ons and for me to say hello in the comments as you're hopping on. I see Tanya left a comment. Devin, yes, I am doing these right now. So I decided to go ahead and do these live streams to help you guys with processing the energy of what's happening right now, doing some tapping, doing some guided meditation, really as a group healing experience on getting people on as much as possible so that we can do some energy transmutation together. I want to talk a little bit about something that came to my awareness yesterday, which is that there has been a very significant energetic shift in the frequency of the planet in just the past 24 hours, I would say. An alignment, a lightening of energy, a redirecting, time hopping. There's been a very noticeable momentum that is auspicious, that is positive. And the moment that it occurred, it was almost like I could finally take a deep breath for the first time in months, it felt like. So, not to say that this is reflective of events that are happening on this planet, because unfortunately the events that continue to occur on this planet are heartbreaking and devastating. I mean, there's no words for what we are witnessing right now. It's for those of you who are empaths and who are working with or processing the energy of what's happening, it feels like a train is hitting you pretty much every single day at all times. And if you're struggling with intense exhaustion and you're struggling with any form of energy getting out of your bed, let alone, work and all the other things, then you're not alone. Most of us are experiencing the same thing, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that we are moving this energy through us as we not only experience microcosm, our experience of reality, but macrocosm, the general experience of reality, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So I personally want to speak to the fact that inch by inch, I'm waiting for the correct words to be given to me. Inch by inch, the land is being won. Inch by inch, the energy is shifting. It's not leaps and bounds. It's very incremental. It's very hard won, but it's happening. And so for those of you who are continue to pray upon the nation, upon the globe, continue to pray for each other and hold each other in that love and that light. You're doing very important work. Please, this is not the time to be tired. I know we are tired. I know we are tired, but now is not the time to be tired. Now is not the time to stop the internal work, the spiritual work. I believe that we are wanted exhausted. The goal is to get us so tired that we will just say yes to anything. And that's not how this is going to go. We are not going to say yes to anything. We are going to say yes to exactly what we want. And we're going to get the future reality that we deserve and that we want. So, for any dark controllers that might stumble upon this message, we will not tire and we will not stop. So, game on. And for those of you who are doing the work, whatever it takes to keep your spirits high, whatever it takes to keep your energy flowing, whatever it takes to keep your mind right, this is the time to do it. This is the time to invest in it, work with it, whatever. This is the time. So I am not seeing comments pulled up on my feed, so please let me know. Comment below if you're watching. For some reason, it's like the comments are not populating on my screen, and I want to make sure that everybody can actually see me and hear me real well. So just, I'm going to move to the Facebook page real quick and make sure that I can see who is not. Okay, I don't see any comments yet. So that means that I'm not missing much. But you guys can hear me well? Yes. Awesome. Hi, Hannah. So I want to personally give a shout out to my girl, Hannah, because she is working with me. We are working together, trading what I like to call gifts and prophecies almost. And she's very talented with emotion code therapy, and she has helped me a lot in this past week. She's been a really amazing healer and facilitator for my own work. So Hannah, I love you so much. I wish I could give you a hug. Thank you for being who you are on this planet. Such important work. All right, so what are you guys feeling? Give me some energetic feedback of the kinds of emotions that you guys are experiencing or processing right now, so that I can develop some tapping conversation. I kind of wanted to tap on creation. So this is a little bit different type of tapping, but tapping into creating the future that we want, the future kind of earth that we want. So most of the tapping that we've done, and most of the tapping that gets done, oh, thank you, Hannah, you're so sweet. Most of the tapping that gets done is to get stuff out of your system. So a lot of times tapping is incredibly powerful, working with memories, troubling memories, traumatic memories, and getting that out of the body. But you can also use tapping for reprogramming your frequency for the things you want to create. So it's possible to use tapping to reprogram your energy field so that you are more in alignment with the things that you desire, which I think is really cool. So it's very similar format to what we did before, except what you're seeing obviously changes. I literally had a mental image. I'm going to share her comment because it's so powerful. I literally had a mental image come in when you said we are pushing back against all the darkness right now. I got chills. Keep pushing, everyone. Yes, keep pushing. Like I said, this is not the time to get tired. This is not, that's what they want. They're counting on us being so tired and so worn out that we will just agree to anything so we can stop being in discomfort. And that's not going to happen. And we're not going to let that happen because we're stronger than that and we're more resilient than that. And so they're going to have to back down. That's how this is going to have to end. They're going to have to back down. So, yeah. I can feel it. I can feel that they're not winning this and they're not happy about it. And before we get into tapping and we end in like a really beautiful note, I want to say this disclaimer. I said it last Friday on my weekly show, and it bears reminding again. Things will not look better on Earth for a little while. If you think that you've seen horror and tragedy, it's not done. It's not done. So be patient and be consistent and do not stop the energy work. Do not stop bringing in the light because this isn't over, and I suspect that there will be more trauma, more suffering to come before the end of this year. However, I stand by what I said also in my last live stream on Friday, that this game that was supposed to pit us against each other and create distrust in one another is going to blow up in the faces of those that would see us divided and hating each other. And every one of us, every kind of person, every community of human, whether they've been fighting for racial equality or fighting for medical freedom or fighting for opportunity or fighting for being a woman in the world or fighting for acknowledgement of your identity in one way or another, every single person that's experienced oppression or a boot on them in some way or another is now, all the eyes will turn on the source of that oppression. And it will not stand a chance against all of our eyes and all of our hearts and all of our energy. It will not stand a chance. So even though I know that things will get more difficult, and even though it breaks my heart to say that, to be really honest, to know that that's what's going to come, I believe in us. I believe in every single person I see online every day and every single person I see in my life every day. I know we're better than what we're being shown that we are. I know we are. And at the end of the day, I deeply believe that we will be triumphant as a collective. It's hard to watch it though in the process. It's really hard. And keep holding the light. That's all I can really say about that. Hey, Jenny. So I say that disclaimer so that when more things occur, you are prepared mentally and emotionally for what is to come. I don't want to scare you, and I don't want to create terror. That's not my intention. My intention is that you prepare yourselves, pull on the full armor of God, so to speak, literally and figuratively. Put it on. Leave it on. Because there's a lot yet to come. So tonight I would like for us to work on creating the earth, the reality of earth that I think we all want, where there is cooperation and equanimity and equality and love above all else, intense respect, intense love, intense compassion, intense cooperation and collaboration, the feeling of belonging to a tribe in a community, genuinely belonging, all of us belonging, and feeling that in our hearts when we go out into the world and exist. So I know that there's a lot of us that doubt that that'll ever be a possibility for this planet, but I don't doubt that. I know that this is our destiny. So when we tap, we'll be working on the doubt as well. So we will acknowledge our doubt, acknowledge our fears, we will acknowledge our concerns, but we will work for the creation of this new earth as we desire it to be. So I will start the tapping round and you can follow along. And then you can let me know how you feel afterwards. So right now, I would like for you to, on a scale of 0 to 10, just kind of rate yourself on how intensely you feel any emotion of discomfort, either fear or grief or concern, worry, anger, whatever the emotion of discomfort might be that you're experiencing. Give yourself a rate, a number, because we're going to compare that when we're done. And I want to hear what that difference is, because it always blows my mind when I hear about it. So before we start out, I want you guys to just take a second to close your eyes and really feel the frequency that we're reaching for as well. Just close your eyes and still your breath and drop into your body for me. Hello, all the new people hopping on. Still the breath, still the mind, drop into the body, and just take some really deep breaths for me. And just feel you right now. Feel into here right now. If you want to place your hand on your chest and just feel that. That is real. Your breath is real. Your heart is real. That is real. Drop in for a second. And I want you to feel, I really want you to feel in your heart that overwhelming compassion and love for the planet, for life, for all the inhabitants of the planet, and for a future in which we recognize all the inhabitants of this planet as being an integral part of the ecosystem of life. An experience on this planet where we recognize the vital importance of every single soul on this planet. The experience where we recognize each other as each other, and we see ourselves in each other, and we don't question that anymore, and we don't think that we're not each other. We know with certainty in our hearts that we are. We know that when one of us suffers, we all suffer. We know that when one of us is in joy, we're all in joy. We know that we are linked inextricably now and forever to each other and to each other's destinies. Feel that. Feel that in your body. Hold that in your body. Hold that feeling in there. And I want you to know that that feeling is reality. That feeling is more real than anything else. See it, know it, feel it without question. That is reality. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and we'll start tapping. So as a reminder, I'll go over the tapping points so that you guys can be familiar with it, and then I'll lead the tapping and you guys can repeat after me tapping. We'll do 3 full rounds of tapping and then we'll check in with each other afterwards. So we begin tapping on the side of the hand, and we're going to repeat a setup statement 3 times just to set an intention. So what we're going to do is set an intention with our tapping. And then we're going to tap the top of the head. And it's kind of like a question mark around the face. Okay, so you're going to go here, eyebrow ridge, edge of the eyebrow, under the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, sternum, rib cage. Okay, and then we're going to pause, and then we're going to do another round. We'll start again. We'll go back to here, we'll go here, we'll do it again 3 times. Okay, so take a deep breath and repeat after me, tapping here. Even though I have concern over the future of our nation and our earth, I deeply and completely trust in the goodness of all that is. Even though I struggle to believe in good during times like these, I deeply and completely trust in the goodness of the all that is. Even though I'm scared about the future on this planet, I choose to deeply and completely trust in the goodness of the all that is. Okay? This planet has me freaked out right now. Everywhere I look, everything looks crazy. Just repeat after me. I don't understand what I'm seeing. I have so much anger over what I'm seeing. My reality scares me. I don't understand. I'm afraid of the future. I'm afraid of what's going to happen to this country and this world. I'm afraid. Okay. But even though I'm afraid, I choose to trust in goodness. Top of head. Even though I'm afraid, I choose to trust in nature. Side of eye. Even though I'm afraid, I choose to trust in spirit. Even though I'm afraid, I choose to trust in what I cannot see. I choose to know that my human vision is limited, and that ultimate wisdom is unlimited, and I don't have access to that. I choose to trust in goodness. I choose to trust in goodness. I choose to trust in goodness. That's making me emotional. So yes, it's true. I have doubt about my future and our future. And still I choose to trust in goodness. And yes, it's true that I'm afraid and I'm nervous about our reality. And even so, I choose to trust in God. It's true that I I'm uncertain about the future. And still I choose to trust in goodness. It's true, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know if I'll ever see what's going to happen. But that's okay, because I don't need to know what's going to happen. I need to trust. I choose trust. I choose trust. All right, take a deep breath for me. Just check in with your body and let me know how you feel. Give me some feedback. Right now I have tingling down both my arms. I feel very centered. I feel very in my body, very present, and very grateful, actually, is the feeling that I'm having. I feel a lot of gratitude for having done that with you guys. So give me some feedback. Did your number drop? Did you feel differently? Did you have an emotional experience while you were tapping? Did you have a vision or a thought? That's not uncommon as either, for you to be able to see something, have some sort of vision or clarity while you're tapping about something that maybe was unclear before. Share with me. I'd love to hear your feedback. What did y'all experience? There's a little bit of a delay, so I just want to make sure people have time to write an answer. Hey guys, say hello as you're hopping on. We are doing some healing work together. So good. So good. Everybody's still tapping. You're like, we can't comment right now. We're still tapping. It's okay. Sometimes you want a couple rounds of tapping. You don't want to stop. I understand. So tapping is, as I've said before, a really simple technique. You can use it anytime. You don't even have to speak while you're tapping. You can just tap. You have a feeling that you're feeling and just tap. And it will help you significantly. Hey, Leah. It's really, really powerful and very, very simple. I suggest that, especially right now, because we have so many different feelings coming upon us at the same time, that we tap frequently. Even one point. Just pick a point that you particularly like. Maybe it's a chest or collarbone or rib or wherever. Yes, Devin, there's going to be a replay. It's okay. To get the emotion out of the body, because the physiology of tapping and the reason why tapping is significant is because it moves energy through the meridians of the body. So it does a similar effect as acupuncture, except you're using acupressure, you're using the pressure on the meridian lines. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to move the energy through the body and out of the body, so the emotion is not stuck living inside of you. And part of what I'm experiencing happening, and why I think so many people are exhausted, is because we are congested with emotion. We are congested with emotion. It's not moving out of our body. And so then we're just feeling like weighted down. Like you have this giant weighted blanket on you of feelings that are your feelings, but also the collective feelings. If you've ever wondered if you're really connected to everything on the planet, right now you don't have to wonder. You for sure are feeling the effects of that and just how connected we all are. So this is why I'm also choosing to do a detox for 3 weeks. And for me right now, it's very mental, emotional, and also spiritual. I tend to do deeper meditations when I'm like in a detox place, because I'm eating really, really cleanly, and I'm just basically giving my body straight up magic. So that hence the nature of the detox group that I'm running is not just to help the body process what's happening, but also help the emotions, because food and the body and the emotional body are very, very connected, and what we eat does affect our neurology, and it affects our mood, and it affects a lot of things. So right now I think being clean and cleaning myself out is something that's really, really important. And if you want to know more about that, I'm happy to talk to you about it. We start July 6th, so that's when the group actually starts. But anything you can do right now to cleanse yourself, tap and cleanse, make sure you're drinking tons of water, adding lemon to water, really amazing. I've been doing celery juice every morning again, really detoxifying for the liver, all that kind of stuff to just help you stay not congested is so important. I cannot say that enough. You're packing on a lot, a lot from what we're eating to what we're experiencing in our atmosphere to emotions and just life. So make sure that you're taking the time to take care of yourself and cleaning up. All right. Thanks so much for hopping on, you guys. Yeah, I'm doing these every Monday. So I'm going to schedule the next one now, and it'll go live on my page. So if you already know something that you'd like to work on, or maybe the day before, you can post in the comments of the live video scheduled, and I will see that, and I can talk about it when I go live. You can also click to be reminded. So cool thing is when I schedule this live, you can click a reminder, and you will actually be sent a reminder when it's live and when it's time to go, so that you guys don't miss it. All right. So much love. Sending you my love, my blessing, my light, and continuing to watch over all of us, our planet, our beautiful earth, and continuing to hold her in perpetual light and love, which we so deeply need right now. So be good to yourselves, be good to each other. I'll see you next week.